My friend comes in the door. He comes running in and, he says, Brian, where you at? And I'm over here. He immediately comes over to me and he takes out a stethoscope and he starts listening for a heartbeat. But he does something I didn't expect. He didn't tell me to move. He didn't tell me I got it. Nothing. He says, okay, keep going. And while my actions didn't stop, my brain went, what do you mean keep going? No, 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 no. No, it's not keep going. This is this you're the hero now. This is where you step in and this is where you save this baby's life because I'm not capable. I'm not capable of saving this child's life. You need to do this. This is what's going through my brain while I'm sitting here with this small child. And I'm continuing and I'm giving the breath sounds and the rescue breaths. And every time I would give a breath, my buddy would say, you got good breath sounds, keep going. So I would keep going. And I keep pressing on this child's chest. And again, time just stands still. There's nobody else coming. It's just us. It's me who is woefully unqualified to be doing this on this small child. And my buddy who's giving me encouragement and telling me, keep going. And the only thing I can say while I'm doing chest compressions on this small child is, come on, buddy, come back to us. Come on, little guy. Come on, buddy. I'm begging him. I'm begging him to take a breath. I'm begging him to start breathing because I can't do this. I'm not ready to be responsible for this baby like this. But no one else was. So I keep going. Eventually I hear the ambulance pull up and I hear other people get there. And as soon as I heard the ambulance get here, my buddy says, okay, Brian, the ambulance is here. I couldn't sit there and know that I wasn't doing any good for that baby anymore. And I scoop up this baby and I go running out the door. I run out the front door, down the wooden steps, across the yard. And by the time I got to the ambulance, the EMTs were already in the back and they had opened up the door and were standing there with their arms open. And all I could think was, thank God, save this baby. And I run up to the door and I hand the baby off and I don't say anything else. I just hand the baby off and they immediately go back inside the ambulance, shut the door, and they go to work. And, I go back towards the residence. The ambulance eventually takes off, running lights and sirens towards the hospital. And we're left there. Some of this, especially because it's been so long, is kind of a blur at this point. I do know that we went back in and we spoke with the male that was there, interviewed him to see what all had happened. And according to him, he was given both children. There was this 8-month-old baby and there was another child there. He was given both of these children a bath. And while doing something with the other child, this 7-8-month-old baby slipped below the water, but just for a moment. And while I'm doing this interview after everything that I just did, which wasn't much, and I don't mean to make it seem like I did anything, because to me, I did absolutely nothing for that child. But my brain's processing this, and wait a minute. That baby was in that bad a shape after just a brief moment. Like how long is a brief moment? And my brain's going back through what I saw and what I processed and everything in those moments that I was there doing CPR on this baby. The baby was already in a diaper and the baby's hair was dry. I know the baby's hair was dry because I had to, do the chin lift. I had to raise the baby's chin up, and my hand went through the baby's hair as I caressed its head so that I could lift its chin up.